My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. And trying to watch this movie has been a complete nightmare because it came to only one theater in my area, which is actually a pretty decent distance away, and it's only playing like one or two show times. Like yesterday on release day, it had a show time at 12:45 or 10 o'clock at night. So it's just really frustrating because I want movies like this to do well, but it's kind of difficult when they're not given proper distribution. I also want to watch Cold Storage, but that movie is also very difficult to watch right now. But, anyways, I was so excited for this movie. It's directed by Gore Verbinski, and that man is one of my favorite directors ever. Like, his three Pirates of the Caribbean movies are three of my absolute favorites. I also love The Lone Ranger. I love Mouse Hunt. I love A Cure for Wellness. This guy is just such a talent, and I wish he made more movies. Specifically, I wish he made more Bioshock movies. But anyway, so high expectations, and this movie lives up to them. I loved this. I really did. So let's begin by talking about the cast. And Sam Rockwell really is one of the best in the industry right now. This guy is just so funny and charismatic, and he brings plenty of personality and energy here. He carries the movie incredibly well. He is just terrific. But I think my favorite performance of this movie actually goes to Haley Lou Richardson because I thought she was the heart and soul of this movie. She brought plenty of humanity, and she's funny and entertaining, and I just thought she did a really great job. Then we've got Juno Temple, and okay, she's in The Dark Knight Rises for like a minute. She's in Ted Lasso. She's in this movie called Magic Magic. I've seen her in plenty of stuff. This is definitely her best work yet. Like, her character is given so much depth and complexity, and she just really elevated this movie. We then got Michael Pena, who feels a bit off here, deliberately so. Like, he's very awkward, he's very insecure, and I thought he played that very convincingly. Zazie Beetz does a pretty good job, even though her character is so miserable. Asim Chaudhry does a really good job. I actually thought he was pretty funny. So the cast definitely delivered here, and look, I most people seem to love this movie, but I have seen a few complaints of people just talking about how this is old man yelling at clouds the movie. And I will admit, it is very heavy-handed. It is a movie that's very in your face with its message. But that's kind of what I loved about it. Like, can we just actually take a second and look at society around us? Technology has completely taken over. Relationships lack any authenticity now. Malls are just uninteresting places. Like, everything is just falling apart, and it's really sad to see, and this movie draws attention to that. This movie is about the progression of technology. This movie is about AI and how it's just taking the life away from us. This is a movie about how soulless we're becoming, and it's also about dealing with grief, and it's about authenticity, And it's also about avoiding reality. And it just handles all these ideas incredibly well. Well, you kind of feel this dread just watching this movie. Like, you watch a movie like The Terminator, and it's good, but you don't really see that future as a possibility for us. You watch this movie and you see this future as a possibility for us because it's present day for us. And look, I love movies, I love video games, I love art. I really do. But at the end of the day, life is about the people that we spend time with, and it's about enjoying our time here, and it's about enjoying the planet. And it just makes me sad how far we have fallen and how far we will continue to fall. And is there any end in sight? Is there any hope for us? And I like how this movie manages to walk a fine line between hopeful and cynical. Because it's not entirely hopeful, but it's also not entirely cynical either. Lots of it is kind of open to interpretation, it's open for discussion, and it has the type of ending that is going to stay with you. And yeah, I thought it was very effective on that level. And I don't want to say too much about the story because it's a movie that's better left knowing nothing about it. But I do like the framing device here. I do like how this story is told. And it does progress in some very interesting ways. Like for the first 85% of this movie, I was loving it. I thought it was great, but the final 15% of this movie took it to the next level. And I don't want to say too much. I will say this, being as vague as possible, but like I didn't see things happening the way they did. And when I look back, it's kind of obvious, but my attention was always elsewhere. And I don't know, it's just a very smartly written movie. It's also hilarious. This movie is so funny. It has some great black comedy, and yeah, it made me laugh plenty of times. The movie's also kind of emotional at points. There is some stuff at the very end that I actually found to be profoundly moving. And it's incredibly well directed by Gore Verbinski. This movie looks great. Like, it has only a budget of $20 million, but it honestly looks like it would have a budget of 90 million. Like, there is this griminess that I really liked. The cinematography is top notch. And the CGI, I loved the CGI in this movie. Like, it's pretty absent for a large chunk of it, but at the end, it kind of started feeling like a tech demo in some areas, and I just loved it. Like, no... James Cameron and Gore Verbinski are the masters of CGI. And my final note is, this movie is just so much fun. Like, I could see myself rewatching it plenty of times in the future. It has plenty of energy, and it's just a movie I loved. Like, if I was to compare this to any recent movies, Landscape with Invisible Hand would definitely be one of them. And I'm drawing a blank. There was another one I was trying to think of. The World's End. Yes. Landscape with Invisible Hand and The World's End. And yeah, so yeah, if I had any complaints, is sometimes the main story isn't as exciting as the stuff around it. But I think as a whole, this movie just fully delivered for me. It is really funny, it's incredibly well acted, it deals with lots of relevant ideas and explores them in a very effective manner. It's smartly written, it's incredibly well directed. I loved this movie, and yes, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is the first 9 out of 10 for 2026. I was going to see this movie on Monday back to back with Cold Storage and How to Make a Killing, but there might be a blizzard in my area, and if that doesn't happen, I'll still try to see those two movies. But man, I just wish movies like this and Cold Storage got better distribution. Like, it's going to flop, and it sucks because the distribution company just didn't really put in an effort. My showing was sold out, so there's clearly demand, just not enough supply. But anyways, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Have you seen it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.